Ohtani makes his debut as a member of the Angels. And, of course, we are all excited to have you here with us on AM 830 and, of course, on Fox Sports West. Jose Mora with you, along with Terry Smith. And why not get right into the lineups? And the starting lineups are brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. That's what a hamburger's all about. For the visiting Brewers, Jonathan Villar leading off at second base. Nate Orf is at third base batting second. Ji-Man Choi at first base batting third. Manny Pena is batting fourth as a catcher. Batting fifth is Brett Phillips in right field. Keon Broxton is in center field batting sixth. Batting seventh, Nick Franklin, designated hitter. Kyle Rand makes a start batting eighth in left field. And batting ninth at shortstop is youngster Mauricio Dubon. For the Angels, Mike Scioscia with Eric Young in center field leading off. David Fletcher makes a start at second base. Batting third, Luis Valbuena playing first base. Jeffrey Marte, a couple of hits yesterday, is batting fourth, designated hitter. Martin Maldonado matching up with Ohtani on the mound is the Angels catcher. Maldonado batting fifth, the Angels Gold Glover. Nolan Fontana makes a start, batting sixth at shortstop. Jabari Blash, acquired just a couple of days ago, is in right field, powerful right-handed bat. Blash is in right field batting seventh. Caleb Coward, versatility today at third base batting eighth, and batting ninth for the Angels, youngster in left field, Michael Hermosillo. It'll be Ohtani on the mound for the Angels against Chase Anderson. Solid season from Milwaukee. Last year, it is sunny, it is bright, it is crisp, it is, friend, of course, more than anything, it is a new day here and a new day in the history of Angels baseball, Terry.
All right, Jose, and we are just moments away from the start of the action. Ohtani has completed his warm-up tosses. Umpires today calling balls and strikes is Bruce Dreckman. The umpires around the bases, Shane Livensbarger, along with Tripp Gibson, and also on the bases today will be Derek Gonzalez. So we are just about set to get things underway as Shohei Ohtani is on the verge of making his first pitch as an Angel. He'll be working from the stretch to start off the ball game. Gets the sign from Maldonado. Here's the first pitch today, and it misses a little bit inside for ball one. We're underway. The count's 1 ball, no strikes. Angels wearing the red tops, the white pants. The Brewers have on the dark blue tops and the gray pants. And here comes the 1-0 delivery. And that's a little bit inside. It pops out of the mid of the catcher, Martin Maldonado. 2 balls, no strikes. Game time temperature, it's cool, as Jose mentioned, 57 degrees at game time. And the first pitch at 1:09 local time, 12:09 back to Southern California. 2-0 is the count here on Jonathan Villar. Switch hitter batting left, cuts at the pitch, fouls it back to our left out of play. The top of the first inning is being brought to you by our friends at Rotolo Chevrolet in Fontana, the #1 Chevrolet dealer in California. Rotolo is pursuing excellence every day. You can visit them at rotolo.com. Breeze blowing lightly at the moment from left to right. Infielders backed up, outfield not too deep. Here's the next pitch, and that one missed a little bit inside. So the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Ohtani will feature a fastball in Japan. He was clocked as high as 102.5 miles per hour. Very good slider, curveball, excellent split finger fastball. Throw a changeup as well in the next pitch, and that one is hit well into left center field. Going back is Eric Young Jr. The ball's over his head, and the ball will take a bounce and hop over the wall for a ground rule double. So Villar on a 3-1 pitch. Ohtani was behind in the count, gives up a leadoff double, and the next batter will be Nate Orf.
A couple of swings from Jonathan Villar, both pretty good in terms of timing. Shohei Ohtani got the opportunity there to expand and prolong those arms, and does a very nice job running the ball to the deep part of center field.
So here is Nate Orf, who's playing third base today for the Milwaukee Brewers. They've brought a few of their regular players here today. Orf is not one of them. Orf last year in AAA hit .320 with 9 home runs and 65 driven in, and he takes that pitch on the outside corner for a called strike.
Ohtani very deliberate. Terry mentioned his pitches, his fastball. will clock way up there. Of course, he's just getting his feet under him. And one thing you notice throughout spring training is how clean and repeatable are those mechanics. He certainly keeps it all in tune, keeps it pretty compact. From landing spots to arm slot for 4 pitches: fastball, curveball, slider, and a split changeup.
Ohtani checking that runner at second, and the pitch that's low, smothered there by Maldonado. No advancement by Villar, who has excellent speed. He's the runner at second. So the count is level. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Around the infield today, the Angels look like this. Luis Valbuena plays first base. David Fletcher at second. Caleb Cowart, the third baseman. Nolan Fontana at short. The outfield, Michael Hermosillo is in left field for the Angels. Eric Young Jr. is the center fielder. And in right is Jabari Blash. That one is fouled back off the bat of Orf.
Well, keep your eye, of course, on the pitch count. Mike Scioscia will love for Ohtani to stay also on the same program everyone has had, which is 2 innings or around 30 pitches. And one big change for Ohtani here in the United States is the length of the bullpen sessions. Way much shorter here in the United States compared to Japan.
There's a pitch that misses low, again smothered there by Maldonado. Good job by the Angels Gold Glove catcher. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It was interesting to see Ohtani's workout before the game today, and it started a bit earlier than we see most pitchers who pitch in Major League Baseball, but that's what he's accustomed to.
Yes, he is accustomed to making sure that arm is nice and loose. Many things that happen in calisthenics, even before the game starts, and just taking his time.
There's one that's cut on and missed, and he got him, struck him out low and away. Orf, a strikeout victim, and that is the game's first out.
Many cheers here for Ohtani, who was able to finish him off with the off-speed. Martin Maldonado, keep your eye on him because he has been the one guy since Ohtani signed that he asked for videos to be shown so he could share and get used to a lot of things for Ohtani. And the communication here throughout camp, they've been matched up in so many different ways, from the bullpens to the live BPs. And Martin really is accustomed to working with different guys, but of course now learning a little bit of Japanese too to communicate.
There's a pitch that's low and inside on the former Angel Ji-Man Choi, who signed a minor league deal with Milwaukee during the offseason. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes. The strikeout on Nate Orf by Ohtani came on a nasty splitter, and that is a big, big pitch for him. Here's the 1-0 on Choi, and that one misses high on the South Korean.
One thing very important for Ohtani, he had shared with me in the backfield, is the right leg. You see how he swings it around as he pushes off, and then he wants to make sure that back leg, as it comes around after landing, does not go around the front leg. So he is very consistent in keeping the right leg landing in the same spot all the time.
There's a pitch that misses high.
And you can see there when it didn't and why he doesn't want that to happen.
So it's now a 3-0 count.
Well, the things, Terry, is getting used to the baseball and the surface of the baseball here in the U.S. A little tackier in Japan than it is here in the U.S., even though the Japanese rules changed about 3 years ago, and they started incorporating a ball that resembles a little bit more the surface of a Major League Baseball, but that's one adjustment other pitchers have had to go through.
There's a 3-0, and taking that one for a strike is Choi, so it's now a 3-1 count. 14 pitches so far for Ohtani here with 1 out and a runner at second base. Just underway from Tempe. Cool weather, bright sunshine. Angels hoping to have about 5,000 or so today here, and it looks like it's going to be in that vicinity. Fans still making their way in. 3-1 pitch, that's nowhere close as that fastball got away. So Choi is on with a 1-out walk, and they have runners on at first and second, and Manny Pena, their catcher, will be the next batter.
Well, in case you're wondering, in Japan, his record career 42 wins, 15 losses, 2.52 ERA. In 541 innings, he struck out 624, issued 200 walks. His whip, 1.08. And keep in mind, at 18 years old, he was already competing at the Major League level in Japan.
There's another pitch that's low, and Ohtani has been missing both high and low here in the first inning. He's been behind hitters. First pitch has been ball one on 3 of the 4 that he's faced. Ohtani a year ago made only 5 starts with the Nippon Ham Fighters and pitched just over 25 innings all of last season. He had a lot of injuries a year ago. Here's one that's fouled back behind the plate.
The ankle injury was the one that affected him the most, which limited him on the mound to the 5 starts you talk about, but also in the batter's box.
Ohtani did appear in 65 games as a position player in Japan last year, but only the 5 starts on the mound. Here's the 1-1, and that's on the outside corner. It's a called strike, so he moves in front here on Manny Pena, who is regarded as the #1 catcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. They also have Stephen Vogt and the ex-Angel Jet Bandy.
Brewers coming off of a very good season, 10 games over 500.
They really made the playoffs a year ago. There's a pitch low. That one skips away from Maldonado, recovers, throws, and it goes all the way into center field. So the lead runner will come in and score, and the runner who is breaking for second, who is G-Man Choi, will move over to third. So the Brewers are on the scoreboard there, and they're up 1-0.
Quite an interesting inning here, developing here for Shohei Ohtani. Gold Glover Martin Maldonado rushing that throw and getting away from him after the wild pitch. That really sailed on Martin as it came out of his hand.
So a wild pitch by Ohtani, and then the throwing error by Maldonado, bringing in the runner and moving the other runner to third. Angels will bring the infield in. Here comes the next delivery on Pena, and he just got a piece of that one, fouling it back behind the plate.
Very important factor that I picked up talking to his former manager in Japan. Hideki Kuriyama is release point consistency, which for a young pitcher, everybody in Japan was very impressed on how he was able to develop that. And just release point, very consistent, closed little window in front of him.
Counts even 2-2. And it's pop back foul headed our way, back behind the plate and out of play. So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the first inning. It's turning into a long inning here for Ohtani. He's facing just his 4th batter. He's already thrown 21 pitches, just 1 out, a run in, and a runner at third. After Pena, Brett Phillips, who spent some time with the Brewers a year ago, mostly though in AAA, waits on deck. The next delivery. This is a pop-up foul behind the plate. Maldonado going back near the screen, has the play and makes the catch. So foul out off the bat of Pena. That one just staying in play as Maldonado went all the way back to the screen behind home. And that's the 2nd out in the inning.
You can see throughout that whole at bat against Pena where just the comfort level in delivery and release point, letting loose a little bit more. Location got a little bit better. 22 pitches for Ohtani. Quickly went to cover home plate, and with his hand just pointed out to the third baseman Coward. I got this covered. You stay right there.
So here is Phillips, who is a left-handed batter. Hit .276 in 40 games for Milwaukee a year ago. And he goes after the first pitch and tips that one foul right by the plate. .305 average for him last year in AAA for Brett Phillips. Ohtani trying to make it just 1 run allowed here in this top of the first inning. He can do that if he gets Phillips. Infield backed up for the most part. And here's the next pitch. And that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Caught the inside corner.
That's a beautiful look at that separation there. Very, very big difference there between that fastball and that slow breaking ball.
So Ohtani is way in front. Here's the 0-2. And that one misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shohei Ohtani, Three-time All-Star in Japan, two-time Pacific League MVP pitcher. Goes 6'4", 203 pounds. Here's the 1-2. And that is right down the heart of the plate. Struck him out looking, and the inning is over. So an interesting inning. The run is unearned. Pair of strikeouts for Ohtani. Also walked one and gave up a double. Half inning completed here in Tempe. It's 1-0 Brewers.
In town. Ohtani deals up and in on Broxton. 1 ball and no strikes. Time to get your grilling equipment all cleaned up and ready to go. Won't be long. Spring's going fast. This cool weather reminds me a lot of home. This week out in Arizona, temperatures have been really swinging a foul on a play by Keon. 1 ball and 1 strike. Temperatures out here this week have really been cool. Very cool. And I'm talking about in the 30s and 40s, maybe getting to 50s. Today was supposed to be 61. I don't think it made it yet. 57. And for Arizona, that's kind of cool. But not bad at all. And the pitch. Keon to left and deep. Get up. Get out of here. Gone for Broxton. And the Brewers have tied the game. Broxton just hit a rope out of here. And 1-1 breaking ball, it looked like, from Ohtani, and he knocked it out of here. Hit 20 a year ago.
Ohtani exclusively from the stretch and working on the extreme side of third base.
Here's the 1-0 on Nick Franklin. He cuts it that one, pops it in the air into left field. Battling the sun is Hermosillo. Now he's under, and he makes the grab. There's a bit of an adventure out there for Michael Hermosillo, but he makes the catch on it. That's the first out. And now we see Mike Scioscia coming out to the mound, so apparently that's going to be it for Ohtani, who threw 31 pitches today. And the Angels will be going to the bullpen with 1 out here in the second. Breaking the action, a pitching change coming up. We're tied at 2 here in the second inning on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West.